to another episode of The Kick Out. I go by the name of Ryan Skillett.
I'm Stephen.
I'm Scan.
It's me, your favourite homegirl, Nikki.
Hey, it's good to see you guys.
It's good to
to
be
see
back.
you.
Man, happy
Good.
New Year.
Yeah, welcome back, Stephen. Welcome back, Scan. Stephen, let's start with you first. What you been up to, man? What's been going on with you? I haven't seen you for a little while.
Yeah, watching wrestling for one.
Yeah.
Working. I'm just.
You are a skilled guitarist.
I am.
Very, very, very dope.
I am.
Any music that we can look forward to hearing in the future, or any shows or anything we can?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
But possibly in the future.
Yeah.
I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, let me
sure.
know, man. Scan. Speaking of music,
Yeah.
you know, hip hop connoisseur,
Right.
rapper, producer. How's
Yeah.
things going with you, man?
Going well, man. Just just busy, man. Back on our idish, as they say. You know, still doing the journalism as well.
Yeah,
as
of
an
course.
educator.
You're always at every music event doing your thing.
And yeah, back with the Mega Powers, man. So you know we're doing that as well.
The Mega Powers podcast. Shout out to the
Yeah.
Mega Powers podcast.
Yeah,
all
man.
day, man. Nikki, how are you? Top podcaster in the game. How's it going? You're everywhere.
No, I'm hanging by a thread today. I haven't slept in 24 hours.
Why is
So,
that?
You know, in London, like, we have to basically pay to breathe. So I worked one job, worked 12 hours at another job, and went to my other job again, and now I'm back here.
Wow.
But
We respect it.
All for the love of the podcast. I'm here.
This is
But
the
I'm alright.
team. You see
Yeah.
the team? You
Strength.
can't buy talent like this.
Strength and consistency. Yeah.
Speaking of talent, the Royal Rumble happened
Right.
this weekend. Before we break it down, we talk it. Let's throw out rankings. I know we don't really start with rankings, but let's throw it out there. Rankings. Scan, let's start with you. What will you rank Royal Rumble out of 5? 5 out of 5 stars. How many stars have you given?
I'm gonna give it a solid 4, man. It just felt solid.
Okay.
That's the way I could put it. You
Steven?
know.
Can we give half stars?
Yes, you can.
3.5, I'd say.
3.5. I think that's a fair critique.
I agree with you. 3.5. 3.5. Yeah.
Right. So it was in Indianapolis this time around. What the crowd, man? I wasn't really feeling the energy. Do you think? I mean, there were some times where they brought great energy with certain appearances, certain comebacks and returns, but even with certain matches, I just don't think this was a great wrestling crowd.
Really?
You don't agree?
I thought they were okay. Like, I didn't really feel like, oh God, it's dead, because you will hear that watching WWE, but I didn't think it was like so. Yeah.
Do you mean like throughout the show?
Throughout the show.
Throughout the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I just feel like with certain things were supposed to, initiate a reaction. They just didn't really give it, unless they were confused, because a lot of people were saying that, this shows that WWE is probably in a bit of a bad state with wrestling themes, and it's like when certain wrestling themes hit.
Yeah.
In the count that comes down, people are like, even with myself, I'm like, who's
Yeah.
this? I was
That's
like,
true.
So maybe it's that as well.
Yeah.
I think that's a big factor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe.
And I
that's
think
what
a lot of people pointed it out last year, man. Last year was way worse.
Yeah.
So you know what that means? Bring back CFOs or bring back Jim Johnson, Triple H. I know you don't listen to the pod, but if you are, bring them back. Let's start off with the women's Royal Rumble match. The Queen is headed to WrestleMania 41. I think all of us probably got this right.
No.
You didn't think Charlotte was going to
Remember, I wanted Bianca Belair to win because I wanted her to break out of the tag team.
There's difference between what you want
And what was
know what's going to happen.
But the
What
thing
did
is,
you know was going to happen?
You see when she did the big entrance, all right, I hear it. I felt like something like that was expected, but she, first of all, she had a pyro in her entrance.
Yeah.
That
Wild.
killed me.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, what the hell?
Only certain superstars had pyro on their entrance.
Like, and I said, okay, go ahead. Like, she's back. But when she won, I was just a bit like, I don't know. Like, I don't really know how I feel about that. Yeah.
I think maybe because she was announced to be in the Rumble, right?
Yeah.
I think if she wasn't and she got a surprise reaction, surprise entrance, sorry, I reckon the crowd would like that. So I think because they're doing her as a heel, potentially they announced her, gave her the big entrance with the pyro, which is a bit, I don't know.
It was so extra.
It was extra, yeah. I think they're just playing into her being a heel. And obviously I think it was a bit, I think we all sort of said that she was going to win. So yeah, bit meh.
All right. So Charlotte won. But who was number one? Who was the first entry? It was Liv Morgan and Io Sky, right? They kicked it off. Scan, coming to you first. What did you think of this the women's Royal Rumble match of 2025?
I thought it was well paced throughout. You know, it didn't feel like there was any moments where it got boring. You know, there was a couple of surprises, which I think we'll get into. You know, and there was one interesting spot which happened, which I thought, after all these years, why has this never happened before?
Can you remind us what
I'm talking about the one where Nia Jax eliminated 6 people at once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which I thought was, why not?
Yeah.
You know, but yeah. But the thing that I didn't like though was, did anybody keep account of the number of kip-ups in that Rumble?
No, I did not.
No.
No, I did not.
Literally, there was about, no word of a lie, about 12 kip-ups from the female wrestlers in that match, which was mental.
Well, you had, so let's talk about quickly how the match kind of went. So Roxanne Perez was number 3. Number 4 was Lara Valkyria. Chelsea Green was number 5. So you had the IC and the US champion in there straight. Chelsea Green was great in this. She was quite entertaining. You know, there was that spot when she came in and she thought she'd throw all the women off, and then she was celebrating, and then they all turned around and did.
She was entertaining.
Yeah,
but
she
when
was.
they all clapped her at once, I said, Jesus Christ. I said, they clapped her at once. I was like, whoa.
Former women's Royal Rumble winner Bianca Belair was number 10. Bayley was 12. You know, you had a lot of stars. Pure Fusion Collective looked quite dominant. You know what I like? What's her name? Zoe Stark.
Yeah.
She's good, man.
She came in and she looked dominant.
She
actually.
looked great, man. She has some great spots, and she's got some good moves. She reminds me of Chris Canyon. The way she wrestles is like Chris Canyon. Like, she's very innovative and got different styles and moves that nobody else is bringing to the table. They need to do more with her. I like her.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I know Pure Fusion Collective ain't really got charisma. Maybe Sonya Deville could talk a bit. She could cut off a good promo, but they might need to work on that. But yeah, I was impressed with Zoe Stark.
All the tag teams and fractions I keep saying fractions.
Yeah,
And
you do, yeah.
I've said it
The math.
across all
It's
different
the
things, the
math,
math.
the accounting job that you do. 12 hours.
All the tag teams and factions, like, they all stay together. That's what I liked.
Yeah.
They all stay together.
At the moment, yes. The paradigm shifted when Jordan Grace showed up, though. And she looked great, man.
That Death Valley driver.
Yes,
Yeah.
man. On Nia Jax and did
Yeah.
the flip over. That's far more impressive than Andre Hogan. Yes, I'm sending shots to Hogan.
Keep them coming.
I thought she was going to be top 3.
Listen,
Yeah.
I was disappointed
Yeah.
she didn't get to the
Yeah.
end. Like, she doesn't have to win it.
Yeah.
Which I kind of wish she did. I would have loved it if they did something different.
Yeah.
And it's made, like, what a way to shoot somebody straight to
Yeah.
the top. She was the Rumble.
Yeah.
A lot of people do know her. A lot of people don't. That would have made her a star.
Yeah.
You
Well,
know,
she got one.
she's gonna be a star, but it's just that would
She
have
got
been.
one of the biggest reactions apart
She
from.
did.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, former TNA women's champion looked great. She looked dominant, and she looks great, man. She just looks healthy.
Yeah.
So can't wait to see what she does. Now she's officially a WWE superstar. She has signed with WWE. She has left NXT. Jada Parker made an appearance. Some NXT Lash legend. Jada Parker, Julia.
Yeah.
What's the name of the Chilean?
Stephanie
Stephanie.
Vakes.
She's really good as well. So yeah, I like
The
them.
NXTs, they showed out.
NXT showed up. And right, let's talk about the biggest pop of this match. Alexa Bliss has returned. The go to you, Stephen. Are you happy to see a returning Alexa Bliss?
I was so happy to see her, especially she wore the vest with like the Fiend. But
The Bray
Yeah.
Wyatt tribute.
that kind of made me actually quite emotional. But yeah, so good to see her.
Do you think she's back to join the Wyatt Six, or do you think that was just a little homage to Bray, and she might be back as old Alexa Bliss?
I would hope that maybe she leaves that chapter behind,
Yeah.
potentially.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I can also see her moving into the Wyatt Six, maybe, potentially. But I'm happy either way, welcome back.
Charlotte Flair showed up. Now, I said last week that I thought that when Charlotte Flair returns, not only she's going to win the Royal Rumble, but I also I thought that they were going to book her like Rick in terms of the pizzazz and the styling and the profiling.
And they did.
It's not working, is it? Let's get to that. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that.
Yeah.
We'll get back. We'll circle back to that. Piper Niven looked good. I think she looked really good. You called it, man. Wait, before we get to what you said, Trish Stratus has returned.
Oh.
And she looked great.
She looked fantastic.
She looked amazing. She looked like she has a Mr. B. You forget how old these women are, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like she's in her like maybe mid-40s or something.
Like mid to late.
Mid to late.
Yeah.
40s. And she looked like she has never missed a beat.
She looked fantastic.
She looked great. But you called it. A couple of weeks ago, we had you on the pod, and you said Nikki Bella was going to make a comeback. And we didn't disagree with you, but we probably didn't think it will be anytime soon.
Yeah.
But you actually hit the nail on the head. She returned in this Royal Rumble, and she was quite dominant in this
She
Rumble.
was.
She got near the end. She was the last three, right?
She did the press ups up in the ring.
She did the press ups.
Showing these girls who she really is. But I'm glad that she's back though.
Yeah, Scan, you're right. Jax eliminated several superstars at one time. Then I think Flair got her out or something. Got her out. I can't remember. But anyway, the last four was Jax, Perez, and Nikki Bella and Charlotte Flair.
Right.
And then Jax is gone, Nikki's gone, and it's the last two is Roxanne Perez and Charlotte Flair. This shows how much they have faith in Roxanne Perez. Would you agree with that, Scan?
Right. But this is going to come across a bit controversial. But
Oh.
someone needs to school me. Okay, what is the appeal of the prodigy Roxanne Perez?
She's good, man. She's a,
But
she,
they're
you know what?
putting
She's
her
like
in
a
position.
yeah, like she's, you know what? She's got charisma. She can talk. She's a good heel,
Right.
and she's good in the ring. She's like a little firecracker. You know what I mean? She's got that. You know, Booker T trained her. That's another thing. So that's great.
Yeah.
Good for Booker T. But she's got talent. She's got
But
talent.
is she potential face of the women's division now?
She could be like another AJ Lee. She could potentially be another AJ Lee. So you don't think so? You disagree?
No, like I hear what you're saying about her, but I feel like for the last two, I think at this time for her, a tad bit of a stretch.
Okay.
Last two could have been Nikki and Charlotte, and for Nikki to win.
Yeah, but I think that would have
That's
got,
what I
I think that would have got booed out of the building.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I don't
But
think people
then,
wanna see that.
even when I saw Roxanne, I was just like, nah, like I didn't like the last two anyway, to be honest. But then, hey.
But it's good to give somebody else a run.
Yeah,
It's good to give
definitely.
somebody else
Like,
a
give her a chance, of course. But last two, stretch.
So Flair hit the big boot on Perez, flying off the apron, and to become the first ever two-time women's Royal Rumble winner. I guess I called this, but I think everybody logically knew this was gonna happen.
You called the whole Rumble at this point. But, you did call the whole Rumble at this
Like,
point.
I know you wanted Bianca, but in your heart,
Yeah.
you knew. I think you knew Charlotte. Was
You know,
gonna
at
win
one
this.
point, when I saw that Bianca wasn't going to win, because there was a point where Naomi was sort of like backing someone, I can't remember who it was, backing someone else, and like she slapped her on her back like, hello, I'm here. And I was like, yeah, this tag team ain't breaking up today. They're not breaking up today. Like,
Oh, but there is one thing. There was
What?
glimpse of Bianca. Did you see that?
where?
What happened? There was a glimpse of Bianca getting a bit angry about
When
something.
she slapped her on the back.
Yeah, that part. Yeah.
That's what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Who slapped Bianca in the back?
No,
Remind me,
Bianca
remind me.
slapped, like she hit
No,
Naomi on the back,
no,
like,
yeah.
hello, like, I'm here, like, back me sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But I can't remember who
Oh, with
was
the
the
last
last
legend, with the last legend.
So basically, Naomi reconciled with Jordan Grace from TNA because they were
That's
quite
right.
close.
That's right, because they
That's
were
it.
brethren.
Yeah, yeah.
And then when they met up in the ring,
Yeah, and Bianca didn't like that, so she tapped her on her back and was
It's
like,
happening.
"Yo, what's going on?"
I said this.
I wanted it to happen there. That's what I kept saying.
No, but
Yeah.
what I mean is, Bianca was the one that turned on Jade. It's happening. It's slowly. It's the only way to go. It's the only way it would make sense. It's the only way that it would build any interest. If it was Naomi, people won't really care. It doesn't make sense that it's Charlotte because Charlotte's not there. Charlotte was never there. It doesn't
Yeah,
make sense.
no,
That
she
Charlotte doesn't
wasn't
really.
there.
She only
Yeah.
had one interaction with Jade, and like it was nothing.
Do
deep.
you think that this
It has
could
to be Bianca, man.
That this could lead into the whole storyline of who did Jade?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
when Jade comes back,
Yeah.
it's gonna be. They're gonna
Yeah.
do the whole thing,
It
and they're gonna
could.
misguide us.
Yeah.
They're gonna do things where it doesn't look like it's Bianca, and they're gonna make it. They're gonna do one thing where we're all gonna probably think, it's not Bianca, you know. But it's gonna be Bianca.
Do you think it could be connected to a heel Street Profits?
I hope so.
Oh,
I
That
think
could be a
would great.
faction.
okay.
I think that would be great. So Charlotte wins. What's everybody's thoughts about? Everybody happy with Charlotte winning and going to WrestleMania? No, Stephen don't care. Scan.
I'm not mad at it. You know, it's going to be a good match.
Yeah.
I mean, on
Be
what-
honest, man. Speak your chest, man. Speak your
Okay.
chest, man.
For me, I would have liked to have seen somebody else have the chance because
course.
at the end of the day, she is Charlotte Flair. She is the queen, no matter what her position was. But then I did like the fact that she said she might go down to NXT to see,
Julia.
yeah, like who wants to face her. But
She
then,
won't. No.
Her and Tiffany, I think, will be a good WrestleMania match.
And I think that's the prediction.
Yeah.
I think they're swerving us with the whole Rhea thing.
Yeah, because her and Rhea, even when I was watching Raw and seeing them in the ring together, like having that interaction, I was like, oh, this is too predictable. This will be so dead to me. But then her and Tiffany, the two blondies facing off, yeah, that works.
We're gonna circle back to this. When
yeah, that works.
Raw. The next match was the Tag Team Championship match, DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns.
That's where I fell asleep.
2 out of 3 falls match.
I fell asleep.
I did this one.
Were you into TNA when Motor City Machine Guns were killing it back then?
I dipped in and out, so yeah, I'm aware of them.
So what's your thoughts of them now? Is it too late for them now?
Do you know what it was? And I noticed this when they were tag team champions. It was like, it's taken a lot for me to care about these guys. You know, it's just they seem too indie for WWE, and to be fair, they might fare better at AEW.
Steven, do you agree with Scan's sentiments?
Yeah, I can see that. I think they were pretty hurt with the 2 out of 3 falls match stipulation potentially. If they had like a nice long 20-minute match or something, maybe it would get the crowd more invested in them. But for me, like, I don't know much about them.
Okay.
So like seeing them, I can see they're good wrestlers. I can see they can perform with the best. Do I care about them? Not so much.
It was a good match. It's just, unfortunately, I felt that the crowd was just dead for it, and it just wasn't really anything to really ring home about.
I mean, 2 out of 3 falls for a tag team.
Yeah, I mean, I like those kind of matches though. But it's just, I just didn't think it worked with this one.
If they had more time, I reckon it would
I
be.
think so, yeah. A bit more time. I did like the ending where Street Profits got involved and randomly attacked DIY. So now Street Profits are just on the smoke with any tag team now. They're not showing any allegiance. I do think they need to be heels though.
Yeah.
But I also feel that Motor City Machine Guns could probably benefit being in a faction. And that's probably with DIY. I think if they were in a faction with DIY and let Gargano and Ciampa lead the charge, I think that could help them out. I don't know. But
It's interesting.
it was a good match. DIY retains the titles because of the interference from Street Profits. Let's talk about the undisputed WWE Championship match. Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. Let's go with you first, Nikki. What did you think of these two bitter rivals going at it?
You know, I think I've made it known I'm not the biggest Kevin Owens fan, but he got folded and I felt so like he literally
It's a great
like
talent.
you know, I had to rewind it back because I fell asleep during the live, so I watched it again the next day. I had to rewind it back like 3 times. I said he did not just drop the Alabama.
Yeah, the Alabama Slam.
Listen, I was losing it. I was lying down. I had to sit up. I said no. I need to see this properly. He got folded so badly, and I was just like, oh, I didn't think the match could get that brutal.
Yeah.
But hey, shout out to Cody, man. I'm happy for his
Yeah,
win.
100%. No, it was a good match. Both of these two went at it. Stephen, did you have any? Did you enjoy this match? What did you think of this?
Yeah, no, I thought it was good for what it could be. I liked that Cody showed a little bit of. Well, he nearly killed the guy, so that was good to see from Cody because a lot of it is like, he's white meat baby face, but yeah, great match, and I think Kevin Owens has made it like a sort of habit of getting rolled at Rumble. So yeah, good match.
Scott, what did you think of Sami Zayn coming down and trying to get the match stopped to help Kevin?
Do you know what?
Owens
It was a brilliant swerve
Yeah.
because you expected some chicanery when he came down, and we didn't get any. We didn't get any of it. And also, just to add on to what Stephen was saying, we were starting to see little bits of Cody Lander, this dark side to him, which is, like CM Punk said in that promo, it's about that point of his title reign where he starts to switch up a little bit. So so we saw some of that. But I just want to say something quickly about the actual structure of the ladder match.
Okay.
It didn't go down the traditional ladder match way. And I was almost hoping at the start when he came down and there was just one ladder, I thought, do you know what? Are they going to do this with just one ladder? But yeah, it's a nice twist on things, man.
Yeah, man. It was a good match. I think it was a very good match. Both wrestlers went at it. Kevin Owens took some serious bumps in this match.
Honestly?
Crazy spots. That Alabama slam spot was crazy. I think he had a gash on his head or something like that.
Yeah, his face was all bleeding.
Yeah.
But he had time to get his hair cut for Raw, so he was alright.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a good match, and I'm glad Cody won. I think Cody has to go into Mania as the champion.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's talk about the men's Royal Rumble match now. To quote an idiot, Nigel Farage. You all laughed at me, didn't you? Well, you're not laughing now, are you? I called it. Jey Uso has won the men's 2025 Royal Rumble. Did any of you, apart from myself, see this coming?
I told you, no.
Scan, did you?
No, not at all.
Steven, did you? Oh, I appreciate your honesty.
And the way it happened as well was very it was almost lucky. But then watching him the next day, I can't lie, I was very emotional with him. When
Yeah, man. He deserves it, man.
Because I hear it, the Usos were a tag team. Do you remember when they would do the Samoan dances and stuff before they I remember them from there till now. Shout out to his brother.
Man.
But then I was just like, okay, maybe he does deserve this chance.
He does.
Yeah.
It's Yeetalmania.
He does.
Not Yeetalmania.
Yeetalmania is happening. Yeetalmania. Can we get a yeet?
Let's not.
Yeet. It started off with number 1, Rey Mysterio, booyaka, booyaka. And as soon as he came out, I watched it. Shouts to Royalty. Shouts to K-Nat 13. He's in the back editing. I watched the Royal Rumble with them. And as soon as he came out, I said to Royalty, Penta's going to be next. And lo and behold, Penta was next. So this is nice to see. Penta and Rey, the legendary Rey Mysterio and the future of Luchador wrestling, Lucha Libre wrestling, Penta. Stephen, what did you think of the start?
Yeah, perfect. I think perfect. Fast paced. That's exactly what I want from a Rumble. I love both of them. I think Rey Mysterio is one of my favourites of all time.
Yep.
And he came out at number 2 in 2006 and won the whole thing, and I was like, maybe the child inside me wants him to do it again, but obviously not. But yeah, great start.
Oh, you know what? Now you mention it. So, do you remember? Were you a wrestling fan when you won in 2006?
Yeah.
So you must have popped like crazy when you.
Yeah.
How old were you then?
I was 9, I think.
God, I feel old. Wow. Man was 9.
2006.
Jesus
I
Christ.
think I was.
Thanks, Stephen. Thanks for that.
So sorry, guys. Sorry.
I'm having a breakdown. I can't remember who number 3 was because of that. So
No, but I knew Penta was next because the sheet that I saw, Penta was second.
Oh, you saw the sheet?
Yeah.
Oh,
I hated the fact that I saw it. Like, it came up on my feed and I was like, damn, let me go peek again. So I scrolled back down and looked. But yeah.
I was slightly hoping for one spot that never happened.
I think it's Chad Gable.
It was
Yeah.
Chad Gable. It was.
Yeah.
I was hoping for what's his quote? Sierra Niero. What does he say?
Miedo.
I was hoping he does that with John Cena doing you guys.
That would have been
They
sick.
didn't do that.
But I'm starting to be sold on Penta though.
Yeah, he's dope. He's dope.
because-
No, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Because remember I was saying, I was like, oh my God, another luchador. Because do you know what? Yeah, I was like not sold on the whole lucha thing from Sin Cara because Sin Cara for me was such a
Sin Cara
huge-
gave you trauma.
He was such a disappointment. Not that he's so rubbish, but I don't think he was for WWE at that
He
time.
kept making.
Why are you laughing?
He kept making mistakes. Man.
Like,
he's gonna kill himself and stuff. Right?
Yeah.
Like he wasn't for them at that time. So when you guys were proper gassing him up, I was like,
Okay, but can I just say, I'm telling you now, right? So Penta's great, but when his brother finally arrives,
you said this.
check a wrestler called Ray Phoenix. Next level. He's
Ryan
another
is the
Ray.
Oracle.
He's another Ray.
Like you said, he's the Oracle. So this will happen.
When he finally
This is- yeah.
AEW's blocking his because he was supposed to sign with his brother.
Okay.
But AEW's blocking it. They did some stuffiness. But when he finally breaks free, he might be a bigger star than Penta. Honestly.
Okay.
Honestly, he might be.
Okay.
Penta's got more charisma,
Yes.
but in terms of in-ring, he's like Ray.
Because I watched a clip of him talking about like his debut on Raw and just how he felt, like just enthusiasm, like, and his performance at Royal Rumble. Because I watched them back to back. I think I saw it on TikTok like a couple of hours before, and I'm like, yeah, okay, this guy, he's very serious about this.
Yeah.
I like seeing the background side of the wrestlers trying to be serious and them trying to actually achieve something. So
Well, you saw me when his family was crying and all that.
yeah, he said he was talking about that as well. Yeah.
So yes, Chad was third. Number 4 was Carmelo Hayes. He looked really good when he came in. He looked really good.
Yeah.
Bron Breakker was like number 7 or whatever. Bron Breakker was dominant, killing
Both
people.
spears.
Yeah.
Now there was a funny spot. Carmelo Hayes gets eliminated. As he's walking to the back, Akira Tozawa makes his entrance. Carmelo Hayes for whatever reason.
Listen,
Because I'd never seen him interact with Akira Tozawa before in my life.
that was so wild.
Slaps him upside the head, and then that knocks out Akira Tozawa. And then Triple H was like, "Oh, we need to find somebody to replace Akira Tozawa." And then I show Speed's talking to Stephanie or whatever. He's like, "Speed, go." He's like, "What you mean? What are you talking about?" And he runs into the ring. Thinks he eliminates a bunch of opponents and starts celebrating with Bron Breakker, and then Bron Breakker hits
Breaks
the
him in
ropes
half.
and breaks him in half with this crazy spear, and then dashes him out the ring. And Otis was already eliminated. Oh yeah, Otis was one of the people that came in the ring. He got eliminated and throws him over
Onto the
the
table.
table. Yeah.
But the thing is, first of all, that was such an oversell.
Yeah.
Such an oversell because it was one slap.
I
And
don't think Speed sold that. I think he actually just got dashed over the table.
No,
No,
not
talking
him.
about-
From how he entered the Royal Rumble, because
Tozawa.
from
Tozawa.
Tozawa, you mean?
Yeah, like it was such an oversell. Like it was one slap, and then somebody needs to go. Speed, you go. Music hits. Guys, they could have prolonged it just a tad more, but I'm tired of the YouTubers.
Yeah.
On WWE, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I thought it was jokes.
Do you know what's a little bonus thing as well? If you watch the vlog on Speed's thing, you see Carmelo Hayes pass him in the during the day, and he's like, "Yeah, be ready." And then he says, and when he comes through the door, he says it to him again, right? And he's looked all confused. He's like, "What are you talking about?" And then you see Tozawa come in, and then my guy's like, "Yeah, go in the Rumble."
That is jokes.
That's
That
crazy.
is jokes. Jacob Fatu came in and cleaned house, eliminating Rey Mysterio, Chad Gable, Andre. He looked really great. He
Great
looked
performance
amazing.
by Jacob Fatu.
Um,
Did anybody, sorry, not to cut you.
No, go ahead.
But did anyone notice when Cena entered the Rumble the look that Jacob Fatu gave him? Or was it just me?
I didn't notice.
Because I think Ace said it that he would want Jacob Fatu and Cena to be a thing at WrestleMania. But then he gave one look and the camera panned on him, but it was so quick, but I caught it. Nobody else saw it?
I don't think I remember.
No
seeing
one
that.
saw it. And because even for me, I was watching it earlier and I was like, I could not be the only person that saw that.
I kind of want that to be SummerSlam. I don't want it to be Mania.
It couldn't be a Mania?
It could be, but this is Cena's last Mania.
To see it in action.
Cena needs to go out
High.
in that build.
But then
When
when
I say high, I'm talking about
Higher.
main event.
like when Ace was saying it, I was like, oh come on, no. But then seeing that interaction, I was like, what?
Yeah, I think it
I was
will
like, what
happen.
was that? Like, what are you trying to sell us? Like, you know.
I think Jacob Fatu could sell any match and I'd go watch it, to
Yeah,
be honest.
Yeah.
he's incredible. He's incredible. I'm going to jump forward a bit. Say his name and he appears.
Joe
I
Hendry.
believe in Joe Hendry. Hendry was next. He was doing his thing. Sheamus was just watching him in awe.
And he got mad at Jacob Fatu, was it? He was like, I was enjoying
I was
that.
enjoying that. Yeah, yeah.
Why'd
So,
you do that?
yeah, so Joe Hendry did his thing, did a choke slam. I think he eliminated Miz or something.
Yeah, he did.
And
I
then
think,
Sheamus, and then Fatu eliminated him. And then Sheamus upset that. Yeah, and then them two were going that way.
But he came in as the current TNA champion.
Yes, he did. He was holding
was
the
wearing
TNA
the
belt.
belt.
Yeah, he was wearing the belt. Yeah.
Good crossover.
Roman Reigns shows up. Tribal Chief. Jey Uso shows up with a great pop. AJ Styles returns
Came
with his
back.
old theme
With
song.
his music, thank God.
Braun Strowman. He eliminated. I knew he was going to eliminate Fatu. I knew it. I'm not making this up. When he came in, I was like, he's going to get his lick back because he got destroyed at Saturday Night Main Event. And then I thought, oh, maybe I'm wrong. And then he actually does. So he eliminates the Samoan werewolf. John Cena shows up. Says, time. What did he say? He puts up one last Rumble? The last
one
Rumble?
last
or
time,
something?
yeah.
One last
One
time.
last
one
time.
I
last time.
posted that. That was emotional. Oh my god, that
Oh,
was
you know,
emotional.
you're the John Cena fan.
Oh, I love John.
It's because you guys see this now. You guys are experiencing that emotional attachment that you have to wrestling that you grew up with. That's how I feel about guys like Macho Man, Bret Hart. These are my guys.
Yeah.
So
But has anyone,
Austin,
has anyone noticed that he don't wear Jordans no more? I'm like, that's showing his age. I noticed. I'm like, he don't wear Jordans to fight no more. It's the comfortable trainer now.
He used to have the Reebok pump. He needs to bring back the Reebok pumps,
With the bands on them. On the shoelaces, man.
That'd be good, that'd be cool.
He's rocking some granddad shoes, man. I saw they were Skechers.
That's why I said the running shoe, the comfortable shoe. I noticed that, and I went.
Who was wearing Crocs? Was Speed wearing Crocs?
was wearing
Speed
Crocs.
wearing Crocs.
He was wearing
Speed
Yeezy
wore Crocs in the
sliders.
Rumble. Yeah.
Anyway, he wasn't ready. Remember? So yeah. I was about to be like,
Brian.
CM Punk shows up. Seth Rollins, Logan Paul. Anyway, let's just go straight to the end. Paul eliminates who? He did this Kofi spot.
CM Punk.
No. He eliminated CM Punk, but he was getting away from somebody. Jumped on the announcer table.
Announcers, yeah.
Helped AJ Styles get out. That's correct.
Yeah.
Then Punk eliminates Reigns and Seth together, and then Logan Paul eliminates Punk. I forgot one important thing. Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. Damian Priest eliminates Drew McIntyre, but apparently Drew McIntyre was upset because Logan Paul was taking too long with his spots. Apparently it was.
It was my guy. Yeah. LA Knight.
Was it LA Knight? I thought it was Logan Paul.
LA Knight.
That's what the dirt sheets are saying.
That's what
So
the
it's like-
dirt
so
sheets are
it's
saying.
like- so with LA
There's
Knight-
people that went back forensically watched the Rumble again, and they noticed that that LA Knight did something fractionally too long
Okay.
in terms of getting all these moves in, and that kind of had a knock-on effect, and they couldn't
Figure out how
place
to do it, yeah.
where to have his Drew's elimination.
Because Drew's elimination was supposed to be bigger than it was. 'Cause people, it
Yeah.
probably happened. People probably really didn't notice. So
Yeah.
he was upset. Apparently, he stormed backstage, was cussing and cursing and
I
stuff.
didn't
he
notice
left the
until it
building,
cut
didn't he?
to
He left the
Damian
building.
Priest.
Yeah, and you just see
Drew
him
was
out
on the side.
and
It's
everyone-
quite funny, isn't it? Drew's pulling a tantrum and he's upset whenever people pull tantrums.
Imagine
But
like
that's
a
okay because you
big
know.
6'4" dude, just like.
But let me-
CM Punk right.
But
Anyway, what's that?
let me ask you a quick question, man. Was you surprised that Braun Strowman even came back for the Rumble?
Yeah, I was. That's a
little
good
bit.
point because
A
I
little
feel
bit.
like no, that's a good point, Scan.
Really?
That is a good point because I feel like in order to sell it,
Yeah.
he shouldn't. They should have just put him on the injury list for a little bit, and then you can build up a match when he returns against Jacob Fatu. I kind of agree because Jacob Fatu mashed him up bad. He's
Yeah.
bleeding from the
Bad,
mouth and all
bad.
that, and then he's able to. I don't see no scars on him. I don't see no. You know what I mean? No
He
bruises.
said heal quickly.
Yeah.
Invincible,
Back.
bro.
I agree with that, Scan. That's a good point. Who eliminated Logan Paul?
Cena.
Cena eliminated Logan Paul, and then it was. Oh, Logan Paul was in the last four, right?
Last three.
Last, so
three.
Paul, Jey Uso, Cena, and who else was who else was fourth?
Fourth might have been Punk.
Okay, so the last three was Logan
Because he went out just
Jey
after Rollins.
and Cena. Cena eliminates Logan Paul, and then Cena and Jey have the rest like the next 2 minute extra fighting each other, trying to get each other out, and then they fought in the apron. Cena picks up Jey for the AA. Jey falls back into the ring and pushes Cena off.
But just before that, you had the angle with Rollins where he took out Reigns.
Right, very important.
Curb
Yeah.
stomp.
He curb stomped Reigns and injured him.
Yeah, apparently he's out indefinitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause that's the second one. Why did he put 2 feet?
Yeah, he put
Did he
two.
slip? He must have slipped. He did 2
Intentional.
feet. He stomped him with 2 feet. Like, what do you think's gonna happen, bro?
I can't like watching the second one. I was like, that looks bad.
Yeah, it's brutal.
That was
Like,
bad,
it looked,
man.
It looked
Brutal.
really bad. So I wasn't really surprised when they said that the following on on Raw. I was like, yeah, of course.
Is that a work?
Almost.
It might be.
Okay.
It might be. But I was thinking. So Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble, right? So Jey Uso is definitely gonna face off Gunther. That's not gonna be a main event match at Mania. That's gonna be either a kickoff match or in the middle somewhere, and it's like a World Heavyweight Title match, right? So that leaves the main event slot open for night one. That has to be the triple threat with Reigns, Punk, Seth, unless they make it a 4-way and put Drew in there. So that's the main. That must be the main event night one. Night two now is whoever wins Elimination Chamber, which I think is
Right.
going to be John Cena, and it's John Cena Cody for the World Heavyweight Title. That has to be it.
If that
That has to be it. Who else Punk gonna face? He's gonna face Cody. He's gonna face Cena, and Cena's gonna pass the torch to Cody.
Do you think so?
100%.
You don't
'Cause
think
I
he's
feel-
winning?
No, because I feel like as you say it like this now, it just in my mind I'm playing it. It just sounds a bit too easy. I don't know why.
I mean, Charlotte Flair just come back and won. That was the easiest
Yeah.
booking they could have done.
I get it. It kind of feels like that Cena storyline has to play out throughout the whole year.
yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah.
So it's like
I think that's why it's good that he didn't win the Rumble.
But
Because
it can still play out though. He made events against Cody, doesn't win it. Then he chases it again before the end of the year.
that's true.
That can still play out. I think Cody Cena has to be made. That has to be a Mania match.
is Mania worthy?
100.
Yeah, definitely Mania worthy.
definitely
But I'm
main
just
event
thinking about
worthy for
how
sure.
it would happen. Because, all right, cool. I lost the Rumble press conference. I'm entering the Elimination Chamber. I don't know. It just sounds a bit too easy. If it goes that way, fantastic. But I want to see some feathers ruffled because I really wanted to see the whole. I told you my prediction. Nikki Bella will come back at the Royal Rumble. They will catch an interaction backstage, and it's just awkward. Like, okay.
I was thinking about that.
Yeah, I actually said that I want something. Just add a bit more to the storyline. Well, Charlotte might have it with Andrade now.
What I will say about the... Oh, yeah. God, that's news. What I will say about the end of it, after Jey wins, John Cena approaches Jey, and there was a split second there for I thought, is Cena gonna turn heel? He wouldn't, obviously, but there was a little voice inside of my head that's saying maybe he could turn heel.
Unfortunately, they're gonna end
But
Cena's.
they're
gonna end his career as the
They
only
have to.
wrestler that didn't turn heel. Obviously, he was a heel when he first started, but you know what I mean.
Yeah,
he's
they
he's
have
never
to
gonna
do
turn
that.
heel. He's never going to turn
Because
heel.
Yeah.
Ace said that, didn't he? He was like, it would be good for him to turn heel. I don't think it will happen.
No.
Yeah, because of his fan base, like the whole never give up thing. Like, are you really gonna end it like that?
no.
Like, no.
Yeah, they can't.
Some of the highlights, I'm going to give praises to some of the wrestlers at this Royal Rumble match. Braun Breaker had a great showing. Jacob
he did.
Fatu had a great showing. Obviously, Jey, the winner. Cena, Punk, Seth, Roman. Some wrestlers in there, I just forgot they were even in the match. like Nakamura,
Okay, you see here,
Andrade.
Yeah,
so forgettable.
What are they
It's
doing?
ridiculous.
What are they doing with
Andrade,
these wrestlers, man?
Nakamura, like, you would wait for him. Like, he was so anticipated at one point, and now he's just
Finn
Doing
Balor.
nothing.
Remember Shinsuke won the Royal Rumble as well.
Yeah,
what was it? 2020 something.
2018 or
2018.
All right.
And my guy that runs the Mexican faction as well.
Santos Escobar.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's just.
But overall, though, I must say,
I enjoyed it.
there was like zero jobbers on that lineup.
Yeah.
You know, it was like mid card and above.
Yeah. Let's talk about Raw. The night after Royal Rumble, Jey Uso kicks it off with a 15-minute entrance. But when I say 15-minute, the crowd was going nuts. He's doing the yeet. And then he goes into the ring and he gets emotional, and then the crowd chants. After 15 minutes, they chant one more time. And he was like to the camera, should we go again? And then when they played the music, the way he was like,
Yeah, it went straight.
I was cracking up.
Did you catch Michael Cole again?
Yeah, he kept doing
He
it.
needs to. Oh, but I love him though. I love it for him.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he knows what he's doing.
No,
No,
he
he
doesn't.
don't.
No,
he
he
was
doesn't.
so
He's
out of
just-
rhythm again. But I love it for him. I love it.
I think that they're very happy for Jey. It's like
everyone's
hard
very
work
happy.
pays off.
Yeah.
I think it was the right decision. I think for some reason the
There's-
internet was giving Jey a hard time for
There's a
winning
lot.
it.
There's a lot of
It
fallout.
was weird.
Yeah, it's strange.
Like,
Especially-
don't get me wrong, if CM Punk won, I would have been happy. But I couldn't understand the play they were making here. And like I said, Punk doesn't need to win the Rumble.
Like, would you
to
be
make
happy
it
if Cena won the Royal Rumble, goes away for a month, and there's like zero build for
Exactly.
a month? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like,
and it would be hypocritical because they're
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
every,
oh, he's going
every other
film-
wrestler's come back.
Yeah, he's
Exactly.
going to go film a movie.
And Jay's there
No.
to work. Like,
Yeah.
he's really working. He's there to
Most
work.
matches are 2024.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
You can't say that guy's not a star. He's a star.
Oh, he is a star.
And he's going to win it, right?
is undoubtable.
At Mania. We all agree with this?
Yeah.
Gunther's not going to beat him.
The Oracle, yes. Let me rub you for good luck. Yeah, he will win it.
I think
yeah.
so.
He's got to win it, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what it reminded me of? Like with this whole Netflix era, I've been rewatching all the Manias with my son because my son's just got into wrestling. And one thing I'd never realized is literally Bret Hart for like the first 7 Manias was in a tag team
Yeah. Neidhart.
until
yeah,
he
Hart Foundation.
until he even broke out
Yeah,
as a
yeah,
solo
yeah.
star.
Yeah.
So to me, I got that similar feeling with Jey Uso.
Yeah.
Like he's paid his dues. He's been in a tag team for most of his career. So you
And
know,
a great tag team as well.
They were a good tag team, yeah.
There was a lot of screen. Did you guys get screen glitches
On
in
Raw?
This?
Yeah.
On Raw, yeah.
I knew it wasn't my internet.
No,
I
yeah.
knew it
No,
wasn't
no,
my
it
internet.
was.
My screen was glitching out. I thought it was internet
Yeah.
as well, but then I was like, nah, this ain't.
No,
my
it
internet. This
wasn't.
is- What's going on there, man? I don't know if that's Netflix. I don't know.
Because it
what
was in a particular part as well. Like, yeah.
That's the first time it's happened on Netflix, though, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, Netflix has been consistent up until now.
There was one thing I got wrong that I thought was going to happen at Royal Rumble. I thought Big E was going to show up.
Yes,
And I thought Big E was going to eliminate Kofi and Xavier and start off their thing.
He didn't even have a
I'm
match.
worried now. Because remember, we had Ashton on the show. And
Yeah.
Ashton says, I feel like something might be wrong. And he's probably not
Probably not
going to come back. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. And
She's upsetting, man.
I
It
think
is
he's not
upsetting.
coming back now
I don't think so
because
either.
he's really enjoying the punditry.
He's enjoying
He's
the
really
punditry.
enjoying
it. Yeah.
He's taking it serious.
And then,
He's got other projects outside WWE.
yeah,
He's in a new Spider-Man cartoon.
he's shown up
Yeah.
for red
Yeah.
carpets, like, and he really didn't come.
It's a shame. All right, let's talk about New Day. Are you guys happy with what they're doing with New Day? I have to admit, on Raw, they rectified a few things. So they've got a new theme song.
Yeah.
They are dressing a bit more darker.
Mm-hmm.
And Kofi actually won. Even though it was outside interference, who did he beat? Rey Mysterio?
Yeah.
Yeah, he beat Rey Mysterio. Yeah.
The one thing is though, they came out in almost like their old gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remixed.
But they had
remixed.
But they had
Yeah.
remixed and they had like little like,
Yeah.
screw you or screw Biggie or whatever. They were sending shots to somebody.
But then like last week they came out in jeans and stuff. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if I'm enjoying it. I thought it was funny that, Xavier's family showed up randomly and said that you sucked.
That
It was
wasn't
quite-
a good segment.
It wasn't good.
I think they do need to switch it up though. I think they're starting to realize they're probably going to start booking them correctly going forward. Well, I hope so anyway. I think they need to stay away from the comedy stuff. Just keep them a bit more
Yeah, keep it
serious.
Yeah, they're
serious.
really trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I thought they were naturally funny, but they really try now.
No.
Yeah,
We didn't talk about Gunther interrupting Jey Uso's promo, but
dead.
yeah.
Dead.
I
Do you-
think.
do you-
Go on.
I was gonna say, do you think he should stay the champ to Mania? Or...
Yeah, I mean, he needs to lose it to Jey.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he's come a long way in his promos. I will say that.
Yeah.
I think Gunther's
He's getting
quite.
better.
He's good, yeah. But it's kind of the same stuff he's saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like between Jey and Gunther, I think there needs to be a little bit more than just I can do it. No, you can't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
think there needs to be a bit more than just that. So if it is going to be the match, and it is going to be the match, there needs to be a different element. Whether Jimmy comes back in, Ludwig Kaiser comes back in, and they have sort of tag team matches up until Mania or something like that. There needs to be something else, I think.
Let's talk about Charlotte, man.
Auntie.
What were they thinking, man?
They're really like, she is really her father's child. Like when she was walking with the Louis two-piece luggage, I see you, Charlotte, I see you. I was like, this is very Ric Flair, like very flashy. But then I feel like that is naturally her as well because, like, I said,
of
that
course.
is her father's child.
So
Yeah.
when I mentioned earlier at the start of the show about, I knew they were gonna do that. I knew they're gonna try and like, because they've always done references to Ric Flair with Charlotte, but they're now gonna really ham it home and make her be the
Absolutely.
daughter of the
The great one, yeah.
the nature boy and all that. But she just doesn't have it in her in terms of the charisma. She can't talk like Flair, man.
No, she can't.
And like
agree.
even this week, it just proves it. Like they tried to do a face turn with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she had to draw sympathy, like, oh, I missed you
I missed you
guys.
guys.
Even when you boo me, I miss you. And she thought she want to talk about her injury and the stuff that she went through. And she's probably been through a lot. Obviously, her and Andrade have filed for divorce.
No, they are divorced.
They're divorced, right?
Yeah,
So
they got
they're
divorced in October.
Amicably though, I think they're cool. They're cool. It's not
I
like
guess so.
not-
You know what the people say?
T, man.
in Nikki's world, you can't be cool with your ex.
Who said that?
Nah, I'm
Who
just
said
joking. So apparently they're cool, but yes, she's divorced. Obviously, that must have been hard for her as well because I know she was infatuated with Andrade at one point.
Yeah, third divorce.
Like a father, like
Yeah,
Wow.
like in
Charlotte's
every
been-
way.
third divorce. Yeah, because she was with somebody before she came a WWE star.
Okay.
They divorced. I
right.
think she married somebody else. They divorced, and then
And
Wow.
Andrade. Well, damn.
yeah, we're not gonna spill messages.
Yeah,
here.
we in now.
But what does
We're
that
not
mean?
judging.
But what does that mean
We
for an
don't. We listen and we don't judge.
He doesn't.
Wow.
What's up, Scan? Scan, you've been married for so many years now.
I was gonna say,
How do you feel
man.
about people that get divorced?
Wow. Listen, man.
What? What did you say, Scan? This is crazy.
If it's God's plan, man. But
That's right.
I don't know how
it's
it's
meant to be.
Yeah, I don't know how it's gonna look for Andrade, man. Because to me, it doesn't seem like he's connecting
Nah, he's
with
not.
the audience.
He's not connected.
So the future might not be bright for my man.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what they should do? No, I'm not gonna do it.
No.
No, I'm not gonna do it. It's very Vince McMahon booking. What I was gonna suggest, and let's have Penta kill off all the Mexican wrestlers.
Kill off?
That are not connected with the crowd. LWO, Penta kills them off.
Not kill off.
Okay, all right. I got this tweet here. I'm gonna read from a guy called the Ari Honor DX at Ari Honor DX. He tweeted, he or she, because I don't know if it's a he or she. I tweeted this. They have misjudged, misunderstood, and miscalculated nearly everything possible in Charlotte's entire WWE career. Then writes, laugh out loud. As soon as they started padding her stats within her first main roster year against Sasha to get her to have her close to her dad's accolades, people didn't want to cheer her. Despite what the stands will have you think, most people aren't actually that stupid and can see when you're doing stuff to artificially inflate someone's stock.
Right.
The WrestleMania freeway being Asuka twice at WrestleMania, constantly going over Sasha on every pay-per-view just to drop it a week before another pay-per-view on a Monday Night Raw or the first ever pay-per-view again, and win and lose. For the past few years has really pissed people off. She comes back and immediately inserts herself into the title picture, wins, drops the title, then F's off again. I don't want to swear. F's off again for months at a time. Injuries suck, and it sucks that it happens to her. It sucks that it sidelines her, but it's not the first extended break she's come back from. And it's not the first she'll come back from immediately to be in the title picture. And in this case, arguably taking a spot from 29 other women who've been working their asses off while she was out. It doesn't help that the entire time leading up to her return, every vignette, returning soon video has been the same. Queen heel, taking the best, yada yada, talking I'm the best, yada yada yada. She's had since, we skip through that. Being an established heel for nearly a decade, then coming out being like, golly guys, I got hurt and wasn't sure I'll be back, as that's gonna garner any type of Daniel-esque sympathy from the crowd is a really bad miscalculation on WWE's part.
Wow.
Is that harsh?
No.
That's a bit.
You think it's a bit harsh, Gan?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How can WWE fix Charlotte's Flair?
Good question. I think, first of all, I'm just going to go back to the Rumble. She shouldn't have won it.
Who would you have given it to?
Yeah. I told you, Bella. No, I'm joking. Okay. What's the girl's name again? Is it Jordan what?
Grace.
That's it. I would have given it to her.
And do something with that.
Something with that, because I said that earlier on. Because I said that if it was the other way, maybe the audience would have a bit more grace towards her and her talking about her injury.
No pun intended. Yeah, grace towards her. You know what? I understood the Charlotte booking. I understood it. Because I don't think it's going to go the way people think it's going to go. I don't think Charlotte's back to win the title.
Okay.
I don't think so. I think this is Charlotte's job to put the younger talent over, and that younger talent is Tiffany Stratton. I think Charlotte's going to choose Tiffany Stratton and face against her at WrestleMania, and I think Rhea Ripley is going to face against Io Sky. And I think they did a little tease to it on Raw this week
with Io Sky
when she tried to help out and she cost Io the match, and then Io got upset with her and stopped off. I think that's where they might go with this. They're gonna do the whole thing. It might be the rubber match. It might be the third time Charlotte and Rhea faces off at Mania, which probably will happen down the line. But I think it's gonna be Rhea, Io, and Tiffany Stratton versus Charlotte.
I think the main thing is like, if Charlotte Flair is gonna be in a Mania match, you're gonna watch it. She's
great.
You're gonna watch it.
Let's not deny this.
She's great in the ring. Absolutely.
In the ring.
She's one of the best.
Yeah.
Promo skills, maybe not the best, obviously.
No. She's a bit cringe on the promo.
A little bit.
Yeah. But as a wrestler?
As a wrestler?
No,
one of the best of all time,
no
I would
qualms
say.
with Charlotte.
Yeah.
And I don't mind seeing her there.
I don't mind seeing it either, but I do agree that I would have preferred if Jordan Grace won.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Even if they were the last two, because I get what the person that wrote the tweet, I get what they're saying is because you took a break. Again, when you win the Rumble, is a title shot. Even if she doesn't win at WrestleMania, all right, cool. But then it fast tracks you, doesn't it? So I think on that part of what the example of what he was saying, I think that's what it is. It's just the fact that she goes away, she comes back, she's flash, she's here, and fast track title shot. Yeah.
Let me ask this question: how many women wrestlers can hang in like a 20-minute plus match to the level that Rhea and Charlotte did at Mania last year?
Great
Bianca,
question.
Becky,
Great question.
Becky Lynch, Bailey,
When Sasha was here, she could.
Sasha. When Sasha here, she could. Bianca Belair can.
I think Lashley could if she had the opportunity.
Not yet.
Do you not think so?
She's,
I think
she's
she
still
could.
green. She's still green.
She's
She's good.
still green.
She's good. No, she's still green. She's not there yet. So that's 4 I've already mentioned.
Yeah,
But there's more.
it's a short list though.
It's a short list. I don't know if Tiffany can hang there yet. I don't know if Liv can hang there. Liv probably could, you know.
Alexa.
Alexa could.
I think Alexa Bliss could.
Alexa could. Alexa could. I don't know if Liv could hang in there, but Liv's been really good this year.
I think
though.
Io
Io.
Sky.
Io
for sure.
Sky, 100%.
Yeah, for
Asuka,
sure.
Kairi Sane. So that's 7 out of a lot.
The way
A
you
lot,
say it
yeah.
is just funny.
Yeah.
And then that's where they need the likes of Julia and the Stephanie Vasquez.
Valkyrie.
No, Stephanie
Back here.
from Chile. Stuff. They need them back in. They need them in the main roster because those girls could really hang.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Io Sky. Io Sky and Liv Morgan had a match. This was the match where Rhea tried to get a revenge on Liv and then cost Io the match, and Io got frustrated and walked off from Rhea. So this is what I mean by. Do you guys would you guys agree with my prediction so far, or is it too early to guess this? It might be too early to guess this, right?
You're the Oracle. No, I'm joking.
I am the Oracle.
No, but I see how that can be set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you're totally off, but I see how that can be set up.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, I think Charlotte Rhea is too predictable.
Yeah.
I think they'll do Rhea Io, and I think they got a lot of stock on Io as well. Seth Rollins comes out, cuts a promo, looking like the Undertaker.
I thought he looked nice. I loved his outfit.
He did look nice.
Yeah, he did look
He always
nice.
looks nice.
Yeah, I
Nice.
thought
But it's just, you know.
he very loud outfits, but I like you see this new wave of looks that he has. I like it.
This was an interesting promo from Seth because Seth obviously was boasting that he got Punk out. Well, no, Punk got him out. But Seth was boasting that Punk won't be getting to WrestleMania to face his dreams. And then he was kind of boasting that he injured Roman Reigns, which is why I kind of feel like I don't think this might not be a work because I think Reigns really got hurt, but Seth has to play on it because of the character and whatnot.
Yeah.
Then he invites Sami Zayn down to the ring. Now this is interesting. Let me know if you think I'm in the right. I'm right here. Seth is so consumed with hate for CM Punk that although he does generally have belief in Sami Zayn, and although he does have love for Sami Zayn, character-wise as well,
Right.
but he hates Punk so much that when he's giving Seth a pep talk, it's not because he wants to actually motivate Seth. It's more because he wants to see the downfall of Punk.
Oh,
Would you agree with that?
Sammy?
Seth to
So, I
Sammy.
mean, when he motivates Sammy,
Yeah.
he's giving a pep talk to Sammy because he wants to see the downfall of Punk.
Absolutely.
More than motivating Sammy.
Yeah, for sure.
absolutely. He's just a pawn.
Yeah.
He's just a pawn.
help
Sammy's
Seth.
just a pawn in Seth's game.
I'm loving this. Seth is getting consumed with hate. Drew got consumed with hate. It's all Punk is a catalyst for everybody's so quote unquote heel turn, unless it's Karrion Kross, where people say there's a theory that Karrion Kross is. Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn might be going to Mania together as well.
That's a good call, man. But let me ask you this question: if Seth, Drew, and KO become a heel faction, like the most Roman Punk hating heel faction ever, is that too much heelness?
Yeah, they would be unstoppable.
I think that could be a good idea. I did think that was going to happen at one point. I don't think it's going to happen now. I don't. But
But it would make sense.
that would make sense if they all could unify.
It's a lot of hate.
Yeah,
a lot of hate.
yeah.
That's the faction.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a lot of hate. That's a lot of hate coming down the aisle. We had a great match on Raw this week. Sami Zayn versus CM Punk. I think this is the first time these two ever faced each other, you know?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it is.
Because
Apparently.
when Sami Zayn started making his bold, Punk would have left Ring of Honor by then. Like, Sami Zayn was in Ring of Honor, but he wasn't anything of merit in terms of a a main eventer or a star. So Punk would have already left, gone to OVW. So yeah, this is the first, and it was a great match.
It was
a brilliant match, man. It's great to see Punk having great matches with great talent.
Yeah.
Big up Sami Zayn. What did you think of this match? I'm going to you first, Nikki.
I love the beginning where Seth tried to bad up. They had to hold them apart, and then he caught one. Wait, it was Seth got one good little slap in. I said that is so childish, but then I really wanted Punk to get mad and go in the ring and do a madness. Yeah. But then, even though he didn't, it was still a good match. It was still good to see because Sami Zayn. I need this year to be Sami Zayn's year because I'm just kind of tired of him. For me, he's been in the same place. I've said this before. He's been the nice guy. He's been a bit of a heel. I need this to be his year.
So you want him to win the title?
He could win the title.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometime this year you could win the title.
But I want
Which
him.
one?
You want him the Universal title or the World Heavyweight? I think he'll win the World Heavyweight.
You think so?
Yeah. You know what?
With Jey?
Oh, you beat Jey.
Yeah.
Because they're so close. They're best friends.
And they teased that in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I wouldn't mind seeing that match.
Yeah. Jey versus Sami.
I need something to happen with Sami. I can't really call it, but I need something to happen with him.
After this great match, Kevin Owens attacks Sami from behind.
Agent.
And Spike power bombs him. Kevin Owens has turned on Sami again. What is going on with Sami, man? He's got to stop hanging out with this guy, man. This is not his friend.
Yeah, like, is this the match for Mania?
I don't think so.
No.
It would be a waste.
Yeah,
I think
they
it might
faced
be
each
the
other
match
so many
going
times.
into Elimination Chamber. But I think they're actually secretly sewing Sami and Karrion Kross.
Okay.
Because Karrion Kross keeps saying things to him.
He does.
I think Karrion Kross needs a little rub.
He needs to have a match, I think.
Yeah.
Soon.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I noticed this year? That there was a lot of people that were strategically not entered into the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And I think Karrion was one of them.
Yeah.
Because he was big enough to be in it, but he just wasn't in it.
Yeah, that is surprising that he went in it.
I think somebody posted something like that about the lack of presence of some wrestlers in the Rumble. Yeah.
Ludwig Kaiser was in it and he got
seen it.
eliminated in 2 seconds.
Because there was no New Day.
No New Day.
True.
No.
Ludwig Kaiser lost to Penta. It was a good match.
On Raw, yeah.
On Raw. Very good match. Chad Gable has told his faction, I'm going off to learn the dark arts. And so I can learn how to defeat who's Penta, any luchador really.
Yeah,
the dark
Dragon
arts
Lee.
luchador. But there's rumours that Aleister Black's coming back, isn't it? Because you know that...
Is he not signed?
I think he might have signed, but they haven't mentioned anything.
Right.
Selena Vega's gone to SmackDown. I think she's going to pair with her husband. And they're going to... Aleister Black's back. I'm looking forward to that. So maybe... Is he learning from him? Nah. It's probably somebody else, isn't it? What do you guys think?
Ray Phoenix?
I would love that.
No.
It's not going to be
probably not.
him.
Hopefully we'll get some entertaining skits of him
Yeah.
on his quest.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's certain
that'd be gold.
storylines that you thought they were Triple H was going to take them here, but it has still remained here. Chad's one of them. I thought Chad was going to be, and Kofi's one of them. I thought Kofi was going to, and Xavier Woods is going to, but they're still here.
Okay, I get what you mean.
Triple H needs to kind of sort out his booking a bit.
Yeah.
There's certain wrestlers that you need to do a better job with. But all in all, it's been a good Royal Rumble and Raw. What you guys are looking forward to seeing. Elimination Chamber's on just around the corner. Cena is already in it because he's John Cena apparently, and Punk defeated Sami Zayn to get in it. So Punk's in it now. So that's 2 spaces taken up. So we need 4 left. Who's the 4? I'm gonna go to you first, Nikki, and then we're gonna pass it down. Who's the 4? Who's gonna join Punk and Cena at Elimination Chamber?
Come back to me. I need to think
Scan.
about this one.
See, I would have said Roman because that would have been a nice stacked lineup. But I know he's got very limited dates, hence why he keeps getting written off. But yeah, I don't know. But then he's the cover star of TK25, so he's got to show up at some
That's
point.
true.
So I don't know. I'd throw Roman in there.
Roman?
Probably Drew.
True. So that's 2. What's the other 2? Logan?
Okay, who we don't want in it, Logan.
It might be Logan.
I'm very anti-Logan in the WWE.
Seth as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seth probably
Seth,
Seth.
absolutely.
Logan's got a qualifying match with Rey Mysterio next week.
Yeah.
Logan's in
He
it.
does in it.
Logan's in it. Well, that's the answer right there. Logan's in it. Ray ain't getting in there.
Who's like a dark horse? That was silly.
Ray ain't. Let's be honest. Ray ain't
He
getting
was
in
like,
there.
he ain't going in there.
That's
But
my
who's
goat
like a
you're
dark
talking
horse
about.
that
there.
I
you
know.
wouldn't
The
expect?
greatest
He's
of all
not
time.
he's not getting
He's
in
not
there.
getting in there.
Who else?
Cena,
Cena, Punk.
Punk, Roman, Drew, Seth,
Who's a dark horse that you wouldn't expect to be in it? That might get in it.
and Logan.
Penta.
Penta maybe. Yeah, it might be Penta. You know. But I think Penta. Did it pay to have a little face off with Bron Breakker as well? Is that Mania? Penta Bron.
Or maybe
WrestleMania.
There was a little,
That's gonna be crazy.
there was a little skit where he was looking at the Intercontinental belt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Penta Bron. WrestleMania, man.
That'd be fire. Yeah.
Cena's making me feel optimistic. Yeah.
I think Cena's gonna win.
He's making me feel optimistic. No, I'm just thinking about the lineups because going into Royal Rumble, I did other than Belair, I didn't have any other predictions, and I don't actually have a prediction for Elimination Chamber either.
Right.
I feel like Cena winning it will be too easy,
Right.
but just because of the whole promo, the press conference, I don't know. It's too easy to me.
Final two.
Could be. But then that would be a piss take because he was doing the Rumble. So it's like, it's sort of like dangling the carrot, innit? So, yeah. That's what's making me feel optimistic. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to see.
Could be the
like being
final three
surprised.
of Punk, Seth, Cena. Roman comes back, takes Punk and Seth out. That sets up maybe a bit too much, but
Or
Could
Biggie,
happen.
Could
Biggie
happen.
just shows up and says, fuck the New Day. And like, I'm in here and I want a title shot.
Beats Cody
Like,
in the
yeah,
end,
beats Cody.
You guys are just booking with your heart now. Not even making sense. Last few things before we wrap up. Do you think Jade will return in time for Mania?
Yes.
'Cause I think it will be great to see Jade versus Bianca at Mania.
Yes.
I think both of them need this.
Listen, she's ready.
She has to
She's posting on
turn up.
Instagram regularly. She's ready to come back.
I hope so, man.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there should be a tag team anymore. I think it's time. Like they were
I
both.
said this.
They were both stars, and it's like I understood it. Jay needed to learn under the WWE tree, and then they got Bianca to guide her. But I think she's ready now. Let's do Bianca, Jade solo. Let's bring them back to prominence. They need to get back to that main event.
Absolutely.
More any thoughts? Sheamus, Intercontinental title run. Is that going to happen at WrestleMania? Is he going to chase after that? Is he going to be involved with Bron Breakker and Penta in a triple threat for the IC belt? Is this Mania where Sheamus finally wins the IC title?
I said yes.
You did say
yeah,
yes,
I said yes because I really want
Steven
to see him win
disagrees,
it.
but
well, no, I'd love to see it.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I can see it, but I think Braun is too strong. Do you give it to Penta? Possibly. I don't know.
I think there was kind of structure, maybe a multi-man, and find a way to take it off Bron Breakker without Bron Breakker looking weak at all.
Yeah.
Ladder
So,
match.
so maybe a ladder match, I reckon.
That'd be quite good.
Okay.
They are bigging up A-Town Down Under a bit more on Raw. They're cutting a bit more promos and whatnot. They're probably going to get back into the title picture for the tag team titles. We only have one tag team title, isn't it? Because they merged them together, isn't it? There's not a Raw tag team title, so there's not a SmackDown. No, there is.
There is.
Yeah,
There is.
Yeah.
So they will face off against maybe Viking Raiders
Yeah.
at Mania, possibly.
War Raiders.
War Raiders, I should say, because they're back to War Raiders. Yes, you're right. Yeah. So War Raiders, and then Street Profits will probably face off against either DIY or Motor City Machine Guns or whatever, or maybe even a triple threat at Mania. So that's probably good. That'd probably be quite interesting to see. Would it be a waste of time if the Intercontinental Women's Champion and the US Women's Champion, Chelsea Green and Lara Valkyria, doesn't get any spots at Mania? They have to, right? They just wasted our time, right?
No, they should. Like the first women's intercontinent. Like, how can you not have that? You have to follow it through.
All right, let's book this now. We're going ahead here because Mania is very far in the future. Who faces the IC champion, Lara Valkyria, for the IC title at Mania? Start with you first because you're.
Do you know who I was thinking of? Because one of you lot booked her to face Rhea Ripley, but Io Sky.
For the IC?
Yeah. I think that
she's
could
above
happen.
that now, you
No,
know.
because for me, she's not there. Do you know, I need to speak more positively about these wrestlers because it's been like 5 episodes.
think Io Sky-
It's like I'm building them up so slowly. Like, but
Isn't
for me,
Io Sky a former women's world champion?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she's a
She
former.
went
I don't
into
think-
Mania champ last
Yeah.
year.
yeah, but I don't think her and Rhea will happen. I don't see it. You see it.
I
don't
would
see
see.
it.
I would probably book someone like Kairi Sane for the IC title because she's not.
I'll do Alexa Bliss.
Or maybe
maybe.
I'm going to
she
go
go on
with
SmackDown?
Becky Lynch. They're going to do it for Ireland.
That is a great call, Stan. I'm gonna punch this and bring it back up in the future when it happens. What about the US? Who's gonna face Chelsea Green at WrestleMania? At this moment of time, where are we thinking?
Piper Niven.
Piper Niven.
Yeah.
He's right. Steven's called it. That's right. That's it. They're gonna fall out.
Gotta be.
Yeah. Because didn't she eliminate Chelsea Green at Rumble?
Yeah.
Yeah,
She did. Hey,
That'll
well
be
done.
fun.
I like my team. This is what we do here. It's not only one oracle. There's many oracles in this team.
We need to get you like a special hat or a jacket or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, with like
right.
shiny bits, and we just rub you for good luck.
Thank you.
Before we sign out. Yeah.
That sounds great. All right, that's been the kick out, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Before we sign off, where can people follow you on the social medias? Start with you, Steve.
Tasia, all platforms.
Scan.
And yeah, you can get me at Scandouz, which is SKANDOUZ, and Mega Powers TV.
The Mega Powers. And you, Nikki?
On Instagram, @SoNikki_ and SoNikki Podcast.
And big up everybody that's been following us at the kick out. You guys, we've spiked up with some followers recently and some views. So I guess you guys are getting the memo that we're back. So keep doing it. Keep following us. Keep supporting us. We do this for you. And so, help us out by sharing, liking, subscribing, and all that good stuff. Goodbye, everybody.
Why do you always give this newscast time?